Yes, you look weird. Still weird. Weirder.
Hi, I'm Johnny. This is Johnny Likes. Today I'm talking about a movie that I like. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies from the last 15 years or so. Today, Johnny likes The Night Before.
You tell him, Johnny. You tell the world.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie play longtime best friends who have an annual tradition of getting slammered together on Christmas Eve. This is the year they plan on doing it for the final time, as they've started to grow apart a little bit. They have their own adult responsibilities with careers and families and what have you. They started this tradition about a decade ago when Levitt's parents died in a car crash right before Christmas, and they came over to make him feel better. Good guys, right? So this is the story of their final wild night. So I saw this movie a few years back, probably 2018, 2019. So the movie had been out for a few years, but still a few years removed from where we are right now. I didn't know it existed until one night when I was browsing the old Netflix and I saw, hey, here's a Seth Rogen movie I've never heard of. Hey, it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I like that guy. And oh, hey, there's I don't know that other guy. I didn't know his name at the time. I could be honest. I since have learned it. But I've watched it for the last 4 or 5 years in a row, and every time I've watched it, I've loved it. It's got laughs galore, but it's also got a heart of gold, and it makes me tear up. Okay, I'm a softie, and I cry pretty much at the drop of a hat for movies, and I'm pretty easily emotionally manipulated by them. But it doesn't make the movie any less good. I don't think this movie ever got a fair chance, just because it was a Seth Rogen movie. When at this point in his career that had kind of become its own cliche, bunch of weed jokes, his laugh, a revolving cast of his friends, lots of improv, the standard stuff when you think of a Seth Rogen movie. Now, had it been made a few years before, say 2010, I think it would have been a huge success, as his kind of formula wouldn't have been as evident and overdone as it might have been a few years later. I've been a fan of Seth Rogen since Undeclared started airing in the early 2000s. I've been a fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt since Third Rock from the Sun. And that'll always be the reference point in my brain as to who he is and where he's from. I recognize Anthony Mackie from his work in Marvel, as also really liked him in Altered Carbon and Synchronicity. This is a long runway for a short takeoff. These are all people that I've really liked in other things that I've seen. When you put a bunch of really talented people together that you like, it's just a good solid business bet. I like all of these actors, and I thought that was kind of the technique for this movie, and that it paid off very well. This movie constantly tickled my funny bone. Had lots of scenes that made me laugh out loud, or at least smile really hard and giggle uncontrollably. Here are some examples. You've got Seth Rogen freaking out in the bar bathroom while the mushrooms take hold.
Okay. Oh, come on. Woo! The shrooms are turning. Got a big man ahead.
And he tries to balance it out by taking a bunch of cocaine. The observation that Jillian Bell's character doesn't know all that much about drugs, due to the proportions of each one that she's put in Seth Rogen's little care package that she gave him. Just Seth Rogen inside and outside of Mass.
I did it. What's everyone doing?
Sit.
Know where
Just
to go.
go that
I
way.
don't know
Just get away. No. Not inside the church. Not inside the church. Go. Get the fuck out of
know
it.
Seth Rogen at Mackie's mom's place.
Where are we right now? We're at Chris's house. What the fuck? You just stay calm, alright?
Apparently, there was a lot of ad-libbing and improvisation for the funny parts in this movie. And I think everyone did an excellent job in this one, especially for this type of improv heavy type movie. You can occasionally have the sense that they're all trying to upstage one another and steal the scene. And this one felt much more like a collaboration. So, super long story short, movie's funny, all the humor worked for me. Movie had a lot of feels to it, admit it or not, it did. Levitt and Kaplan's relationship, that felt real to me. Her reaction to Levitt's wrecking ball stunt was priceless, it's just genius. In a lesser movie, that would have just been a simple yes, and they would have gone from there. Happily ever after, right? Instead, this one went the more realistic, yes, but actually no.
I said yes because everybody was looking at me. I said yes because Miley clearly wanted me to say yes. And I didn't want Miley to think that I hated love.
Another example is the boys coming over to Levitt's during that first year when he's lost his parents, just to keep him company, because they know he's probably a sad boy, all alone on Christmas. No one wants that.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
It's all good, man.
It's okay, man.
As far as I can tell, that's the key to a successful Christmas movie, is to just tug on the heartstrings ever so gently. You have to get those feels in there, and this movie did it for me. All of the corny stuff, it just worked. I believed it. And like the humor, the emotional stuff just worked for me. It either will or it won't. And it did for me. There really isn't very much about this movie that I didn't jive with. I know some things could have been done a little bit better, or maybe a little bit more poetically, i.e. Anthony Mackie's drug use, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's whole character, and the muddled and confusing Mr. Green sort of being an angel, but I was able to overlook the shortcomings. Because in the end, everything just worked for me. Even though I can see why it wouldn't for other people, it did for me. So this one's a strong recommend from me. I'm going to rate it 4.25 out of 5. Even though I love it and all the aspects worked for me, I can see how someone else it would not work for so great. The characters' problems and the plot solutions to them could have been a bit more creative, but these are pretty small quibbles. And if you find yourself looking for another movie to add to your annual Christmas watch list, I'd recommend giving this one a shot. You might not like it as much as me, but then again, you might. So what did you guys think about The Night Before? Am I the only one who liked this movie? What do you want to see me talk about next? You can leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to do me a favor, you can like, subscribe, engage. If not, yeah, that's fine too. Thanks for watching me talk about movies for a little bit. And you can tune in next time to see what else Johnny likes.